Hello, Sparrows. Hello, Sparrows. What's good, darlings? What's good with you on this fabulous Matters of the Heart Monday? Okay. And it's definitely a girl talk, guys too conversation tonight. And you may have noticed the song choice is Tanya Blount, Through the Rain. We've all been through the rain, right? And through some thick and thins of it all, it's the things we will do for love, right? And of course, I am Valerie Miller of the Valerie Miller Double Fold. This very moment, you have opportunity to change. And the only change that I'm going to serve some juice on tonight is that it's okay to go through the rain with someone as long as it's someone who's worthy of you going through the rain with and for. You know, it's got to be a win-win, a benefit at the end of the day, right? Yeah, yeah. So Tanya Blount, she is one of my faves. She's absolutely one of my faves. And I think this song, it must have come out early 90s, early mid 90s. And I learned about her on the movie Sister Act 2. She was one of the main stars on there, up and coming. And of course, she did the duo, His Eyes on the Sparrow. You know, that's my absolute favorite song of all times. TikTok, don't stop. This is my absolute favorite. Of course, it's about sparrows and the whole meaning behind sparrows, right? Well, that's also a topic tonight as well. Coming from chapter 11, we're all sparrows, right? That's the topic we're going to come from how I became fabulous and a lady all the time. So it's a little bit twist of conversation, talk topic from a song choice, and then a little bit from how I became fabulous and a lady all the time. Chapter 11, we're all sparrows. Okay. And like I said, she did the duo. Tanya did the duo with Lauryn Hill back in the day. And of course, I love His Eyes on the Sparrow, one. However, Tanya's voice is absolutely impeccable. Impeccable. And she's a young lady that I've kind of been following on and off over time. I think she's currently in DC. She went off to college and she's living her life. She didn't want um, music to be her number one choice. She didn't. However, it's a gift from God, and she used it to get where she wanted to be in life. Very smart gal. That's what I'm going to say about her. However, we all go through the rain at times. And of course, with how I became fabulous is so much I've learned, in my 50 plus 1 years of life. That's why I write. That's why I share my stories in hopes of resonating and touching the heart and the soul and the spirit of someone else as a preventive, and just sharing what I did, how I did it, and sharing my truths. And most people don't like to share their truths. I promise you, I didn't either. I so did not either. However, in order for me to tell my memoirs, my stories, reveal my layers, and share my songs, right? I had to be vulnerable and transparent. And that's the very reason I'm sitting before you tonight on this Matters of the Heart Girl Talk Guys 2 episode of Matters of the Heart, right? So I'm going to talk about the song. I'm going to read the lyrics. I have them pulled up. And I'm also going to read them paragraph by paragraph. And then we're going to tear this thing apart, right? That's what we're going to do, tear it apart. And I'm interested to know what you guys are feeling about it. If you have stories to share, what your thoughts are, and all of that juicy stuff. right? So I'm excited about it. It's been a while since I've done a song choice on the show. However, it's going to be a variation of things that I'll be doing periodically. It's just whatever I feel like doing. However, I want to bring and serve some use to you. That's how I'm going to go about doing that. However, I was hoping that it was an instrumental of this particular song. I couldn't find one. I could not find one. So, what I will do is I'm going to read it because I've allowed the song to be played all the way through. I'm going to read each paragraph and then kind of chat about that. At the end of tonight, then I'm going to come from chapter 11 here in my book to tie it all together. So sit back, relax. You know, you perched in here on tonight in this Sparrow house. So enjoy yourself. Hopefully you'll have a drink, something to keep you cool, a snack. Just be sure to engage. And I say thank you in advance to everyone that's dropping in with me this evening, as well as everyone that's going to be catching the replay, right? So definitely engage. Now, Through the Rain by Tanya Blount. I'm not looking for a fantasy. All I want is reality and you. I'm not looking for a diamond ring, not into material things. All I want is your love. Deep. That's deep. That's fabulous. That's heavy. That is soul speaking. Okay. That is a wow. Basically, she's saying, I'm presenting me, all of me. It's not about the fantasy, it's about reality. It's about right now, living, as I always say, this very moment. When we're living within the presence of moments, it's a necessity, especially in love, when you've met someone amazing and you feel like he's the one, you feel like she's the one. You want them to be on the same page. You want it to be, just call it as it is, equally yoked, right? If you're not equally yoked, you're going to have issues. And it seems to me, he's in fantasy. She's in reality, okay? He's into material. She's not. She's not even asking for a diamond ring. All she wants is his love. That struck a chord in me, because when you're sincere and you want a relationship, something that's wholesome and beautiful, because it's hard enough in everyday life, right? Every day, my goodness, it's challenge. So when you can love someone wholeheartedly and you want them to love you back, otherwise, what's the point? And that's a push and pull situation. And it's not a space anyone who wants something legitimate wants to be in. No, that's not the choice. That's not what they're looking for at all. They're not looking for that. I know I'm not looking for that. And don't want to meet someone who is, someone who's completely opposite of what I desire for my life, right? What you may desire for your life. So be very cautious of individuals that you're allowing into your life, and ask the questions. Be on point with whatever it is that they want and what you want. And I just love it when she sings it, right? So since we've kind of discussed that, and we can delve a little deeper in that, however, that would take a one-on-one consultation. It would. So I'm just giving the snips of this in review, right? So I'm going to go ahead and play just that first part So you can hear her sing it, even though I talked through that first paragraph. Listen closely. I love this song. Love it. Here goes.
I'm not looking for a diamond that into material things. All I want is your love.
And that's where we're going to pause it and go into the next paragraph. She said, I'll be there through the thick and thin, keeping my loving strong. It will go on and on and on and on and on. To say, I'll be there with you through thick and thin. And that's where women are loyal to a fault. It comes from being a nurturer. It comes from always taking care of everybody. That's where it comes from. However, like I said, to invest yourself, women, men, into someone who's not your husband, not your wife, I'm going to say stop that. Because you can give too much, and sometimes we give more than we can afford to give. And if we cannot, unable to, we don't have the money for that. We don't have the spirit for that. We don't have the emotions for that. We don't have our spirits and our soul. That's unaffordable. That's paying more than you need to be paying. If that's your husband, oh yeah, I got you. I got your back, your front, your side. I'm there with you, definitely through the thick and thin, keeping love strong. And then it goes on and on and on and on and on. However, in a dating situation, back up off that. Be mindful of what you're investing in, because loyalty to a fault, that's a big deal. That's a very big deal. And you can exhaust yourself. That's when you get caught up in a situation to where you keep in mind, he's material, he's into fantasy, but she don't even want a ring. That's what I'm going to say, boo. No, Valerie Miller wants a ring, will have a ring before investing that type of love and energy and time and effort and pouring my heart out. There was once a time I did a lot in relationships and still do sometimes. It just depends. However, I say this, not anymore. No. Especially this day and age, because things isn't like they used to be. You had wonderful return on investment before. Now, no, I'm not willing to do that. Like, I'm going to be there. I'll support you as a friend. I'm going to love you and be there. I'm going to listen to you and do all of those wonderful things as someone that I'm dating. If we have decided to take it to the next level, then you earn more, because you're going to be giving more. You follow me? You know what I'm saying? You have to put it blunt, you're rationing out because you're under review. I'm still checking you out. I'm still checking you out. That's the whole point of dating, right? To get to know someone else greater. And at the same time, I'm still getting to know me as well through you. The exchange of things. If you're into material and I'm not, if you're into fantasy and I'm not, And obviously, he's pulling away and she's following, basically trying to prove herself. I am worthy. I am everything you can imagine. Fantasy. You know, I'm not even asking you for a ring. I'm just asking you for your love. Love isn't something you ask for. Love comes. It comes. Love is chosen. You choose who you love. It's not just going to smack you in the face. You know, that heart and your soul and your spirit, you grow to love individuals because of the time that you're spending. That's investment. That goes with anybody. You spend a lot of time with these individuals, then you start falling in love with them. You love them a little bit differently. And then you start forgiving in spaces when they're more material than spiritual. They're thinking about themselves. It's a fantasy. And you're in reality, I just want you. I love you. All I want is you. Not even a ring. But no, ring necessary. That's the end of the day. That's the goal. That's the mission. That's the drive to be married. For me, I am not going to speak for you, but these lyrics are something else. And I love it. And I love listening to lyrics. And I love, you know, seeing how it aligns in my life and why I enjoy it so much. Why do I love this song? Because it's more than the music or the beat, it's the lyrics behind the beat, the song, the emotion, all of that. So I'm just saying. So I'm going to go ahead and allow her to go on through the second verse, and then we'll carry on.
Go on and on and on and on and on.
I'm pausing it. I even went into the next verse a little bit. Through the rain and storms together, we can make it last. Boy, you know our love's forever. Take the time to see. Take the time to see. He's not making time. Maybe somebody is in your life not making time. I've extended some time to individuals periodically just to see how they're going to utilize the time that I give them. Are they going to make good of it? Are they going to show up? Are they going to reschedule? Did something greater come along than spending time with me, or you chose to do something different? Pay attention to these things as they occur, because you are assessing this individual. It's an interview. You're interviewing to fill a vacancy in reality, right? That's what's really going on. You have to look at it for what it is. Through the rain and storms together, we can make it last. Boy, you know our love's forever. Take the time to see. If it was meant to be forever, it will be. He wouldn't be pulling away, or she wouldn't be pulling away. They would be meeting you halfway. They would be saying, okay, I agree. Let's do this together. Let's see where it goes. They're into it. They're about it. Seems to me he's not. Through the rain and storms together, we can make it last. You know our love's forever. Take the time to see. He's not. And by this time, I've said double deuce at this time, because not chasing, not trying to run you down. I believe in courtship. I'm not sure if I'm the only person left in the world that still believe that. It's just a respect. It's being a lady, knowing that someone has taken interest in you and they're investing their time to get to know you better. They're coming around. They want to see you. They want to spend time with you whenever they are not. It's always excuses. It's always one thing after another. He's not right. She's not right. Cut it, let it go. You know, in here, one strike policy, one strike policy. Now, I'm going to trust you. I'm going to give you traction until you give me a reason to say, you know what, boo, that's it. That is it. That's your one strike. I wish you the best. I love you that much, right? That's what I'm talking about. No reason for a woman to ever chase. It's no. Allow him to pursue you. If he's sincerely interested, allow him to pursue you. You decide if you want to accept it or not. Men aren't doing what men could be doing and should be doing anymore. It's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new age. It's too much. It's way too much. It's complicated. However, not necessary to be. Not at all. So I'm going to go ahead and let that lyric finish playing out, and then we'll carry on. I'm going to keep going. That's what I want to do. We've already discussed that. And we'll go through the rain and storms together. We can make it last. I think she said it 2 times. Yeah, I think that's what it was. No, we're going to let that play on out, and then we'll start with hard times may come and go, but I'm here to let you know I'll be here by your side. Hard times do come and go. Be there by the side if he or she warrants that. Make sure, like I said, ROI. What's the investment look like? If he's not investing in me, why am I investing in you? What's the win in that? You can care for someone. I love my friends. I love my girly girls and my guy guys. Those are platonic relationships. I will do what I need to do with my platonic friends because I have that kind of love for them. I want to spend time with them. I want to make sure their hearts are good. They're in a great place. That's what friends do. They do that for me. It's an even exchange. And we do it without effort. We just do it because we genuinely care for each other. We call, we check in on each other. We don't have to talk every single day, but we love and respect each other enough to check in, to know what's going on in our lives. We know what is happening. So that's what I'm talking about when you look at fair exchange in relationships. However, if this is someone that you have a love interest in and they're not investing in you, however, when times get hard, you're going to be there. Yeah, if they come and go, I want to need you to work through those things. Push come to shove, something huge, major, yeah, I'm going to be there for you. However, I'm going to be there from a distance. From a distance. I don't love you any less. However, I'm not going to allow you to treat me any kind of way and think I'm going to be there for you when you need me. However, in the event I need you, you're not available. You can't be found. You know, it's so much secrecy going on. You have multiple phones. You have the whole face down on the phone. You've got codes on phones. You know, you have to be to a certain level in relationships before you get the code for the phone. What? Why is there even a code? There is a code on my phone. It's a whole lot of juiciness in my phone as far as contacts and privacy of people that I know. And you've seen people on the show. I really take that serious. But when it comes to just having multiple phones, keeping one in the car, that is really saying a lot. Maybe it's a reason you're living in fantasy. Maybe it's a reason, you're doing and acting the way you are. However, that's where discernment comes in. Use it, listen to it, act on it, because it's just your spirit telling you exactly what's going on, what time it is. I'm just saying, do for others as you would like for them to do for you. And that's universal. That's for all relationships, even more so in the relationships with love interests. even more so. That's what I'm talking about. We're going to move on.
Hard times may come and go, but I'm here to let you know I'll be there by your side. No matter what they say, your faith can abide in me. I'll always be here for you, baby.
No matter what they say, your faith can abide in me. I'll always be here for you, baby. No matter what they may say. That's family, that's friends, that's everybody who can call it for what it needs to be called. You can choose to listen, or you can choose to carry on with someone who's non-committal, someone who's obviously playing game, someone who enjoys you chasing. This person knows you are going to always be there no matter what. They know you're going to be there. I'm going to go out here on these streets and I'm going to do what I feel like doing. Honey, baby, let me tell you, this is what I'm going to do. Because, you know, she's going to always be there. And she's going to say, oh, he's going to be there. I mean, I got his heart. I got her heart. I know she loved me like that. I know she's invested in me like that. I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. You know, I'll circle back. You know, things don't work out over here. I know she's going to be cool over here. You know, I can swing back over here. That's what I call a pupito. That's a pupito. Read about it. It's an acronym, which means sunk under pretense, engaged as the one. They play and they hang around. They give you the illusion. I think I want this, but I'm not ready yet. You know, if I'm just dealing with some stuff right now. You know, I'm not ready yet. You know, all of those things. Lies, right? Lies. Be careful. Be mindful of who you allow into your hearts, who you allow into your life, who you have soul ties with, because it's difficult to walk away from individuals that you give your heart to, that you give your love to, that you have decided to sleep with. You're investing time. You're giving something you can't afford. You can't afford. You're investing too much, which means you're going to lose too much, which means all eggs is in one basket when all you need to be doing is out here going on a date with somebody else. Date and date properly. Date with grace and some respect for yourself. Anybody who does not show you genuine respect when making attempts to get to know you greater, you have put your heart on the line. You've explained in your point of view what you have to offer, and then they give you their entire booty to kiss. No, that's not going to work. That's not going to work at all. Love yourself, respect yourself enough to read between the lines, to see the writing on the wall. Discernment. You feel it, you see it, you know it. Why you're still there. That's what I'm talking about. There's so much within lyrics, and I'm going to be doing more of this because of the songs that I hear. This is an old school that I have absolutely loved forever. The beat's amazing. I love Tanya Blount. You know, but when you really start unlayering lyrics and how it can affect you intensely, and it can be your song, and it can also be planted in your mind, it can be planted in your heart to believe that, like, you know what, he's going to come back, she's going to come back, because I know they care for me. Don't be sitting here. My mama said, and I always say what mom said in this book, Don't take any wooden nickels from anybody, and definitely don't allow them to wipe their feet on you as if you're a mat. You're not a doormat. So it's things like that that you pay attention to, right? So we're going to listen to a little bit more, and then we're going to write out the rest of this song, right? And then here we're going to go back into here from chapter 11. Let's do it. Okay, we've already discussed that particular lyric. It doesn't matter how hard it gets, I'm keeping my loving strong. It will go on and on and on and on and on through the rain. It's nothing wrong with being dedicated to someone that you're in a relationship with and you're growing towards something. You know, you have love, you have respect there, then it's warranted to do that. However, if there's an imbalance at all, if there's an imbalance, no, you're going to have to reassess yourself when it comes to that point and you feel like you even want to do that. No. Like I said, women are loyal to a fault. It's nothing, that we wouldn't do for love. However, it needs to be reciprocated. If it's not reciprocated, assess it, tear it apart, decide what's good about it and what's not so good about it. Why are you there? What are you looking for? And can this person feasibly give it to you? Don't go through the rain with someone who doesn't deserve you. No. If I'm going through the rain, I know you can go through the rain with me as well. I know you will, without doubt. It's not even that serious of a relationship if it's nothing mutual or worthy there. It's not. So I'm just gonna let that play on out, and I'm going to read just a small piece from chapter 11. We're all sparrows, because like I said, Tanya and Lauryn Hill had the song His Eyes on the Sparrow, and I'm bridging that together because you all are my sparrows, right? And I of course love that song, and featured artist for tonight is Tanya Blount. Absolutely love this girl. A beast in her own right. I would love to know what she's up to now. I might even send her an email. But the thing is, it's been quite a few people who have asked, why do I refer to my platform, my family, my friends as sparrows? And there's perfect reason behind that. You need to read the book to find out. So I'm just going to read a part out of the book to share with you where I'm coming from. At Luke 12:6, sparrows were valued as to be less than anything in the world, pretty much. And you could buy 5 for 2 cents. And with that being said, we're all valuable in the eyesight of God. So when God created us, he created all of us equally in love. All of us serve a purpose in this world. However, to me, I think sparrows are the most adorable little birds ever. And there are so many different species of them, just like there are different species of us, right? So it's going to always be a plethora of one and the same that uniformly come from one. But I absolutely love sparrows. And the significance of them is that they don't know that they were valued so less. They have no idea. They don't. All they do is fly around. They work in flock together. It's all about togetherness, family, love, protection, honor. all the things that we are to possess within ourselves. However, to know that they were deemed to be the lowliest, the cheapest, of no value. However, they fly around, they sing songs, and just live. They're living every single day because they know God's going to provide every need feasible in their little lives. And knowing that, beyond knowing, it makes life easier to live. It makes life easy to love others as well as you love yourself. Treat with kindness and grace and goodness, right? So, in lieu of the song tonight, Through the Rain, no matter what the rain is that takes place in our lives, God's got us. He's got us. I posted on timeline today that I have your back at TVM with no matter what's going on in your life because I can work with you through all phases of it. All phases, relationships, careers, you name it, spirituality, you name it. I'm here, your health, whatever is going on with you. I'm a conscious lifestyle strategist. I am an author as well. I write on reality, utilizing myself. So when looking at the lifestyle of a sparrow, it's living in freedom every day, trusting that God's got me, that God's got you. You know it, and you live according to that, right? So that's what I'm saying. We're all a sparrow. Her heart is intertwined with someone that isn't reciprocating what she's giving, what she has to offer. Seems to be an amazing individual. It's not her per se, it's just the lyrics of the song, but it's coming from the truth of somebody's life. You could resonate with it, I could resonate with it. I remember being in spaces like that, caring more for someone than they care for me. You know, then that light bulb goes off that one day. Oh no, this isn't the life I'm living, because if you don't care for me, guess what? I can love you, but I can leave you. I'm not going to be with you. I'm not chasing you, because this is a dead end street. That is dead end. Be on the street that you can be side by side with someone who loves you and reciprocates what you have for them. That's what it's about. And let that be enough. And what I will read from chapter 11, where All Sparrows, is this. I speak this over all I know and love because it's the true way to live, being a sparrow, that is. It fascinates me that Big Brother Jesus chose the most common of all the bird species to teach a profound truth. In Jehovah God's eyes, no one is ever insignificant. It's never too late to start over. That's the blessing of any new day. In essence, making sparrow time all the time, my sparrows. Simply have the will to believe, trust, and the determination to be greater. God will do the rest. And that's in all areas of your life. I just wanted to put that little clip just out of the clear blue sky, just to interest into reading the rest of it, right? It's not a long chapter. However, if we can live that sparrow lifestyle, to know, trust, believe that every area of our life is going to be directed God's way because He's got us, we would make better decisions in our lives as to who we choose to get to know, who we choose to spend time with. See what I'm talking about? So therefore, it's not a one-way street when you love someone and you're sharing your heart and your soul and your spirit with them. However, they're not reciprocating. And it's so much of that taking place in our lives every single day. However, you have to be conscious and aware enough to know that you deserve better than that. You're investing into someone who's not investing into you. And at the same time, the person who's perfect for you is out there looking for you. You're probably passing him, you're probably passing her every day or have done so several times. But you're so focused on someone. Oh, I just love him. Oh, I just love her. And they could care less about you. You're just on the shelf until they're available to take you off. So rather than being someone who's sitting around and waiting, professing your love yourself enough to not have yourself in that type of a situation. You can do bad all by yourself. You don't need help in that department. It's no fun having your heart broken. It's no fun allowing someone to break it or bruise it or disrespect it or you. That's what I'm talking about. And that's why I wanted to talk to you about Through the Rain by Tanya Blount and to remind you that we're all sparrows when we choose to allow God to lead us in our lives in all areas of it. There's no reason to chase ladies. Be courted. Allow the men to be men to show you just how much he actually loves you by the investment that he's putting in you. And time is the most valued of it. Making sure he's honest and truthful and loving and kind. He does what he says. He is who he say he is. And he displays it every single day. She displays it every single day. Men, the same applies to women. There's some out here playing games just like the men are. Not worth it. Not worth your time. Choose greater for your life. Soar up. Okay? Push forward to greater in all areas of your life. Choose wisely to include someone in your life who deserves to be there. Okay? So, on that note, you have been served. You have been served this evening on this Girl Talk Guys 2 Matters of the Heart session. So, by all means, sip on it, gulp it. As long as you ingest it, that's all I care about. That is it, and that is all. And on that note, I'm going to say, love without conditions. Always possess a positive attitude, and star and ah, you do. I love you, mean it. Smooches.